Jess Hosking. Flying for it. And this is G. G with the kick, and G, what a goal! Georgia G. Contest. Georgia G. What a highlight for Blues fans.
He gets over a set of hands. Harris, clever, works it forward, just needs to sit here for G. On the third bite, she'll get it, stroll in. Blues with the opener.
Flips it out to Dalton. Now a chance for the Blues to attack off halfback. Here's the speedy G. Can kick out into space. McAvoy led beautifully.
Get it back first. She does. Hand pass over to G, who bends it round and slots it through. She was there, unable to hand pass over the top to a running G. Danielle Harvard spoke about their transition, so I'll be happy with that, about the decisions. They finish with a late one she's going to. Can she? Not quite. She's kicked it into a teammate. And G has done the work for it. Kicking the only 2 goals in the last term. They've both been to Georgia G.
Well, that'll be another free kick. Umpire says play on advantage. G lurks at the back, can tidy up and kick a second.
From Loynes, that was a sling tackle, but play on to advantage. She got it over the back to Georgia G, and that's the position that defenders don't want.
So, not sure whether that strapping might affect her having the journey. It doesn't matter because she's such a beautiful kick anyway. Is well and truly alive. We can see Vesio creating a bit of separation from Pepper Randall.
Pops it up for Harris to mark, almost at ground level. Harris versus Cordner. Slick hands to G. Great team football from the Blues, and they get their second.
Hand pass off to Prasparkas. Pokes it over the top. There's a couple to choose from. And G has her third for the afternoon.
With strength, manages to chip it through. G's going to get her third.
So no player on the mark. They better be hurry up here because G wants to move it, and Vesio got separation.
The hands of Pearce. Through the legs of Moody. Here's Harris. Can link up with G. She's a classy finisher. Bends it goalward. It's bouncing to the line. Chance here for Walker, and the Blues respond. Kicks for territory here. The speeds to G against Campbell. Campbell's got the body size and the strength and the gather, but G will stay with her. She didn't have the speed, and G ran her down.
Oh, Georgia G, I tell you what, I certainly don't want to take her on. Have a look at this closing.
And it'll be 50 again because Brisbane have run through the mark in their effort. Open up a little bit of a buffer in this contest. G directly in front. Hasn't missed this season. She's got 6 straight, and the Blues lead by 13 points. From Bruton. Pound, what a quarter she's played. Towards G at half forward, so classy.
Keefe and Downey go at it again. A little clever flick there from G to Prasparkas. Off balance, back to G. Nice pick up under the...
Each time she uses it, so definitely one you need to put attention into.
G, been lively the last few minutes. Got it to...
Once again, margin at 17 points with under 8 minutes.
We were talking at quarter time about she'd been a bit quiet. It was almost scary that she was still there for Collingwood, given their dominance in that first quarter. And
Quick kick forward from Sophie Lee, the South Australian on debut for the Blues. Casey, tracked by G. Strong tackle applied, Loynes.
Presentation came from Hammonds. The kick had a bit too much on it. It might work for the Blues because G can get it to Harris. She turns onto her right, launches it long. Vesio, it's going to clear the pack for a goal.
Hosking, back to Prasparkas. Had a bit of the ball, just hasn't quite been as effective as usual yet. G, that's a clever kick. Egan worked into space, took the mark.
Upon here as King tries to bust through. G will get their first really clean pick-up under pressure. And
into the pocket, Prasparkas, Georgia G again, hugs the boundary line. Will she go for goal? She unselfishly kicks to the top of the square. And this might hurt because it's in the safe hands of Georgia G, who doesn't want to go for home.
Another dose, little toe poke from Dalton. G's clean, Prasparkas normally a finisher, delegates it off, and strolling in goes Walker.
over the back is Downey. Blues have got some numbers again, the clean.
Oh, shocking bounce for the Dogs in defence. G,
stayed in support. It was really important play from Dalton. Now G She can run and go, can look for McAvoy, who turns. Beautiful understanding from G and McAvoy. Great support run there from Dalton was critical, and then great understanding between G and McAvoy.
They've got so many elite runners in this.
Great courage, kept her eye on the footy, tried to get over to Greiser, and again the bounce hasn't gone their way. Again, Georgie G.
Not allowing the Carlton forwards goal side. Van Hagen's going to be run down by G, who did well to make up ground.
Maybe one on debut. She might turn provider. She wedges one forward. Georgia G on the stretch. Well, if ever a player's deserved a goal after the effort she's done around the footy today. The AFLW goal, round 6 against the D's last year. She's going to get one and a win for the Blues.
Seymour. The intensity's gone up in this.
Careful to come off the line. They try and work it into this tricky breeze. Well done, G, the goal kicker so far. Petrevski-Seton, she's been busy. Back to Harrington, who did a couple of steps in reverse. G on the half volley, back to Harrington.
Turns and goes from 52. Delivers it low inside 50. Harris at the front. Might have been a Falcon. It spills to G. Off to McAvoy. Flying shot at goal is good. And the Blues will get a late one.
Well, it was a Falcon to Harris. The handball out from Georgia G. And Lucy McAvoy finishes.
Been giving them something to kick to, and again she tries to find a mark inside 50, but picked off by G. And now it's the Blues on the counter-attack. Vesio.
Just needed to be a quick kick in there by Zenos, but got swarmed by Carlton players, and now they're on the rebound here.
Yeah, they might have time here, the Blues, late in the quarter. We've spoken about Georgia G. She's been dangerous, normally a good user. What a beautiful kick to advantage. Hit Vesio, lace out. And this will be the final kick of the first term.
The oohs and the ahs. So good to have fans back at footy for round 4.
He finds Georgia G.
To get it through traffic. Clean was Van Dyke, off to G. She's a classy user and hits up Harris with a peach.
Inside 50s this quarter.
Georgia G wheels around. Lovely kick. Adam will go again.
The sun's out here at Icon Park, but we are seeing a lot of players slip over, both from the Lions and the Blues. I wonder if that rain...
It's just a matter of which decision she makes, and it's the right decision. Georgia G marks. She's going to put it out into space and ask her teammate to run and get down low and mark. And there's got some run and carry about them, the Blues. O'Day hits up Georgia G on the chest. He's going to put it out in front of and finding Vesio, strong hands. On the stat sheet early, no surprise there. Best on ground against the Saints in their first win. Able to hit up G. G goes short. She spots something she likes.
Doesn't go far at all, and the Blues will look to go forward once again. Standing their ground, taking a nice mark, Georgia. The Saints just collapsed back there on defence, so it's invited plenty of free Blues. They're queuing up everywhere. G's just got to pick the right option. She goes to Petrevski-Seton.
The defence for years.
Yeah, we said these draftees would have an impact straight away, and they are. Grant denied. There's one on cue. Georgia G wins the ball back.
Goals, take them on.
She attended round 1 last year as a spectator. She's jumped the fence.
First 3 goals against St Kilda last week, and history is repeating itself as again Carlton go forward through G.
No easy disposals for the Blues tonight.
Downey. G beaten for it by King.
She's going to handball off to the run of a teammate corner.
Of Conti there, who's been running amok in these first few minutes.
Big fly was from Cordner. Still play on it goes. And this is a chance for Georgia G. She's going to keep running and then unselfishly send it to the top of the goal square. And the mark taken by Nicola Stevens.
You'll see coming into screen, you've got to be able to impact that. If you can't, you need to retreat and then obviously help out where the top of the square was. So, an unusual decision, but...
Football from the Blues. Hill, great release. G spirals a kick inside 50 to the rest. And here's all their speedsters getting involved. Walker kicks towards Harris at half forward. Cordner at the back. Georgia G lurking to run her down. Perfect tackle. Timed it beautifully.
For it does, but Petrevski-Seton hot on her heels. And G Can poke them inside 50. What a fabulous kick to Stephen.
A great game, great inclusion for Carlton.
They kick forward and it's exquisite to say the least. And G puts the Blues on the board.
Will she line up the big sticks? No, she decides to go short to G. Into the pocket. Gibbs is in the goal square, goes shorter to Stevens.
She picked this ball up. Huntington over the top of her as well. Almost a professional free. Dora Jar here for G. Has a bounce, steadies, chips, Stevens. Chelsea Rounder, what a tough kick from there. Nick Stevens' first goal since round 2, 28.
Petrevski to go for it head first. Here is Georgia G. Always so classy. Outside of the boot, dribbles along the ground, did it with ease.
Wall for the Saints forwards to try and get through. She's so consistent down there and back.
She read it well. Takes the mark. Campbell gets it to King. Bannister with strength came through. Dished it to Riddell. It was smothered off her boot by G.
Used her hands well in the body work. Ferris, a hand pass to no one. Well, in the end, she's hand passed it to G, and G slotted the goal. That's her second for the day.
Saints get numbers back. Brown, well done, Georgia G. Strong tackle.
The game's gone on, the more dominant she's become. G comes in and lays a tackle. Couldn't get boot to ball. Conti will go again. Slips away from Egan. Can't get away from G. She is so quick.
Carlton.
Can the D's respond? Pearce is going to get run down. Great tackle, Georgia G. Not rewarded. Umpire says play on. She's got Brown for company. Tries to turn her onto the left foot. Handball back into a dangerous spot. G collects, snaps, and goals.
Take a bow, Georgia G. Nicola Stevens did brilliant just to keep it in play. And she just has the capabilities of popping up.
Downey at the front, uncontested in the end. G was clever. Nice step there from Egan. It ends up back in the hands of G. Loynes works the 1-2 with G. Can she finish for the Blues? Great team football.
How slick is this handball? It's almost like a drill you would have done during the week, but absolutely elite. Drawing the defender, giving the hands out into space. And what a finish.
Georgia G.
Vesio at the top of the square. Harris pushes back there too. It'll spill front and centre for Georgia G. She whiz.
And just like we saw only moments earlier, a mistake down one end, Freo made Carlton pay, and now back down the other end, Freo give away a free kick.
G lurking dangerously. Can't quite get to her feet. Petrevski lower and harder to Georgia G. OMG! What a snap from Georgia.
She's so great to watch, Georgia G. I love playing with her. But Maddie Petrevski's work to get the ball at the ground level and hands up to G there to finish it off with a great...